Hello, this is GoodGuysWin, and I'm showing you today a French Tier 8 AMX 5100. This is a Tier 8 tank, and this match has Tier 10s and 9s and some 8s. And it just shows how you might do well in a Tier 8 tank in a Tier 10 match. Just got to be careful. So this is when I still have the 90mm, so I was not fully upgraded yet on this tank. You can see it's got an autoloader, shoots 6 rounds, and I think the reload's in the 35-second range for the 90mm, and once you get the 100mm, it goes up between 40 and 50 seconds depending on what equipment you have and what have you. Anyway, since I don't know what to do in a Tier 8 tank and a Tier 10 match, you know, who knows what to do, right? So just kind of fiddle around in the back trying to be a support tank, which this tank is a support tank anyway, even though it's heavy. It's not really. It's a big medium with a pretty good gun, and that's fun to play actually with the autoloader. If you're ever getting a 7-on-7 match or play any kind of ranked battles, it's a good tank to play in those battles as well. So you can see I'm playing this with my friend Chamberspin, who's in a light tank fiddling around up there trying to spot. I'll probably get some spotting points and get a few shots in here in this first Tier 10 tank. One down, although I didn't get the kill. Oh, look at that! They have 3 more Tier 9s than we have. Yet, you'll find out who wins if you watch the video. Okay, so one thing you have to do with this tank is choose the right moments to switch your ammo or reload your ammo. It's got such long ammo. Notice I'm realizing I'm going to hit some Tier 10 tanks. Might as well load up some soft ammo, get some explosive damage, since I'm not going to be able to penetrate too many of these things from the front. Okay, so I kind of fiddle around a bit, speed it up, and get to the next point where I can actually aim on the tank. Okay, so there's a Tier 9 Conqueror British tank, and I've got my soft ammo loaded. See how I'm just shooting it, do some critical damage, so who knows what could be damaging some modules. Oh, critical damage again. Just kind of soft ammoing this guy to death here. I make him move. Still get in my last 2 shots. Don't get the kill, but you know, did some damage where I otherwise wouldn't have, and did a couple of critical hits. So, yeah, so you can see I think I damaged his tracks a couple times, his viewport once or twice. So not the good critical hits, but still it caused enough havoc for the guy to make him move, and I think he's going to get killed shortly here.
Target locked.
Okay, I said this guy might get killed shortly. My reload's about to finish, and wham! I get the kill with my regular ammo. Mainly because his turret was turned sideways, showing me the weaker side of the turret. Awesome. So we'll once again speed it up. I'm staying in the back of the map. Definitely don't want to confront these Tier 10s very close. And then suddenly, as I'm just casually looking around, oh, there's some tanks near our rear. Alrighty, so you might notice I was looking at a mouse on our team. He's asking for help. Now this mouse plays an important role in this game as it goes on, even though it's seemingly getting surrounded by tanks. And so I'm kind of looking at this, and I'll eventually head down there to try to help this guy out. Anyway, our base is slightly to the right of me, and I figured those guys might be coming up. Whatever the case, I just decided to go head down in that direction, kind of slowly, but I'll eventually wind my way over there. We will once again speed it up to a certain point, so you don't have to watch the slowness. But you might notice I often sit with my binoculars enabled, waiting for stuff to happen. Okay, finally get going to decide to help these guys over here. I'm always careful when there's higher tiers, but I do have an autoloader, so I figured I could help save a teammate here. So just try to use my autoloader. I get hit for the first time by an invisible tank somewhere. And I had to use my repair kit right there. With invisible tanks and being out in the open, who knows what I would have encountered. And that'll come to bite me a little bit later in the game, not having that repair kit. So I realized there was a tank kind of stuck here, and figured I can go help kill this thing, and the tank next to me follows suit, and we both come and shoot this guy. And that mouse just rams it and just demolishes it with the ram. That was a tier 10 E5. Yeah, that E5 had a couple hundred hit points, and the ram collision from that mouse just destroyed it. It's kind of funny to watch. So we will speed up a little bit faster, and I'm trying to basically tell people my loading time. It takes a while to get that working. I was gonna follow the mouse, and then realized there's a tank to my right here, and it's a tier 10, but I know it's got it's a medium tank with soft armor, and I figured I was in a good kind of hold down position to shoot it a few times, and but it backs away, and I'll encounter that tank a little bit later, but at least I hit it a few times or once there. Now, if you've been watching this, you might notice the name of the game if you're in a tier 8. If you're a tier 8 tank in a tier 10 match, is just to be cautious. Shoot at times of opportunity. Don't lead the charge anywhere. I didn't lead the charge toward that ST1 over there, and there's potentially invisible tanks past the bridge straight ahead. I don't want anything to shoot me that I can't see. And then here's a tank I wasn't even expecting, Bat Chat. Those are really vicious. and you're always, when you have an autoloader with a long reload, you've always got to plan for the potential reload situation and really conserve your shots. So I'm able to, unfortunately my teammate dies down there, but at least I was able to get that Bat Chat tier 10 tank there. So now I've got a tier 9 and a tier 10 that I've destroyed. And our team went from behind to ahead, and used this as an opportunity to reload. And I'm not really by myself. If you look at the mini map, I've got a tank. The mouse is over to my left, I believe, and I got a tank to the right. And so just always making sure that I'm not alone, especially while I've got my 30+ second reload going on there. The other thing that always comes into play, which is really difficult with autoloaders, is premium ammo versus regular ammo. My regular ammo, they're going to be hard pressed to penetrate anything unless I'm hitting the rear or the side. So not knowing, realizing there's only 4 tanks left, I just load my premium, and the first thing I encounter is actually pretty soft armor. I didn't need to have the premium, so it ends up being a waste, and it actually is going to help me die later on by not having more premium. But you got to try to make money and not spend it on premium. So there's that ST1, and I hit it a few times. The worst part about this sequence is I ended up running out of ammunition, and there's a Bat Chat that was right next to me that got killed right when we started this battle, so he wasn't able to help. I shoot my last 2 shots, and I don't kill the guy, and he ends up tracking me. I know, I just assume I'm gonna die here, so I just run. He shoots me, and now I'm tracked, and I'm assuming I'm dead, and a teammate magically kills this guy. Look at my engine's dead, I'm tracked, I'm in serious trouble now. And I'm reloading at the same time. And not having that premium ammo, there's Chamberspin still alive, making it up the hill there. And between the two of us, me and my friend Chamberspins, we totally blow it on this. That tortoise up there, just miss and have bounce shots and just weird situations, and both of us end up not doing very well against it. I put a few shots into it, but not enough to kill it. And I have to be really careful because the amount of hit points I have, I could be taken out by 1 shot from that tank. He does 400 damage on average. And so I have to be real cautious and try not to allow him to shoot me at all. And so I'm just trying to peek and see where his turret's at, and trying to get Chamberspins to go up there and cause trouble, and he does, and this whole situation just sucks in a way. But we end up doing damage to this tortoise enough for the mouse to finish it off ultimately. Now if you look at the scoreboard, you might think, wow, 5 tanks against 2, we got this wrapped up. But the 2 is this tortoise and an IS-7. And I think we have the mouse and a bunch of tier 8 tanks. And so the IS-7 ends up cleaning up on the other side of the map, and this tortoise essentially cleans up me and Chamberspins on this side of the map. And it's down to this mouse. I think he gets 8 kills in this game actually. He ends up finishing off this tortoise. There's chamber spin, and he's kind of thinking he's going to shoot him from the side, and somehow he's not. And he's rubbing against that tank, and he's taking damage, and he ends up falling, I think, and just getting himself killed. And then this tortoise tries to come over the top, and you can watch me bounce these stupid shots. And my tank is super slow because my engine's. So I bounced one, I missed one, bounce. Finally, I get one in. Should have totally been able to hit one from the side. I hit another one, and I bounce, and now I'm dead. Oh, he bounces. I get lucky, but I'm so slow because my engine is dead, and I'm reloading for 30 seconds. The mouse can't get there in time to help me out. And the mouse ends up killing him here. But notice the other side of the map's dead. The IS-7 took him out. So I went from 5-on-2 to 1-on-2. And I actually filmed the rest of it here. If you're just interested in watching it. The mouse fortunately kills the IS-7 as he comes racing back across the map. I'll speed it up actually. So what's happening right now is the IS-7 is pretty fast for a heavy tank. It's coming all the way across the map to challenge this mouse. And unfortunately, when he shows up, the mouse is like not even damaged barely. There's no way he's going to win that battle. So the IS-7 and the mouse now duel it out, but notice how damaged the IS-7 already is. And the mouse is full strength, so it's a foregone conclusion, basically. And there we have it. And if you watch the final results here, I ended up with 2nd place and a Master Badge 1. You know, altogether, the 3,800 damage is pretty good, but especially with all the Tier 9 and 10 competition I was shooting against. You know, just by hiding out a little bit and being conservative and getting lucky as well. You know, it shows that you can still do pretty well in a Tier 8 tank when you're facing Tier 10 opponents. So anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. And with that, I'll cycle through the stats, and then it's over.